Hi guys, this is Karthik. In this video I'll be solving the third problem of Goldman Sachs code sprint, and the problem name is trader profit. Also profit से याद आया guys, like, share and subscribe. Anyway, let's read the problem. You can pause the video and try to reading it on your own. So there is a guy who's a trader and he wants to make the maximum possible profit. So there is a stock and we are given the date of n days. What is the price of the stock at day 1, day 2, so until day n. The trader would like to buy the stock at a particular day and sell it, and he is allowed to do at most k transactions. So a transaction means that he buys the stock and sells it. He can do this particular thing k times, buy and sell. Alright, and when he buys, he will be selling it in future and no two transactions can overlap. So basically if he buys here and sells here, then in between here he cannot buy or sell, right? So there will be no overlap between the k transactions and he will be doing at most k transactions. Overall there are n days, and in these n days you would like to make the maximum possible profit. So let's just read the constraints. So the number of days n is up to 30. The value for k, the maximum transactions that you can make, can go up to 10. So the problem isn't very hard, to be honest. You can, if you have been going through the DP series of my channel, then this should probably be one of the easy problems on dynamic programming. And let's see how we can actually solve this one. So the idea is that what we can do is we can try out all the possibilities. In fact, right, there are at most k transactions that we can make. There are a total of n days. We are given the cost of the stock at every day, right? So initially I am at day number 1 and I do not own any stock currently, right? I have two options. Either I can buy the stock here, or I can choose not to buy the stock when I am at day 1, and I would like to make the maximum profit among these n days, right? So when I'm at day number 1, I do not own a stock, so no stock is in hand, and I would like to make the maximum profit. I get two options: either buy a stock, like buy a stock at the price available. So if the price at day 1 is P1, then you will be paying this much price and getting a stock, or you can choose not to buy a stock. If you buy a stock, then you will be standing at day number 2. You would like to make the maximum profit starting from this day till the nth day, and currently you own a stock. Also, one important thing here is that you also need to keep in track how many transactions you can make. So when you are at day 1, you can make at most k transactions. When you have bought a stock, you can still make at most k transactions, and as soon as you sell this particular stock, you will complete one transaction. So this k will become k minus 1, the number of transactions that you could make. So the idea is pretty simple. So let me define no stock as 0 and stock as 1. So initially this is the state. If you buy the stock, you will be spending P1 price and you will be at this particular state. What is the maximum price benefit that you could get starting from day number 2 till the day number n, given that you own a stock and you can make at most k transactions, or you spend 0 money, don't get a stock, and then you find out what is the maximum money that you could make standing at day number 2 till the nth day, and you do not own a stock, you can still make k transactions. Again, same thing, you could either sell your stock or you can choose not to sell your stock. There are just two options from this state. So if I sell the stock, I will get a price P2, right? So plus P2 and minus P1 here for buying. So I will get a benefit of P2 here, and I will reach the state 30k minus 1, meaning that I want to make the maximum profit that is possible starting from day number 3 till the nth day, given that I do not own a stock and I can make at most k minus 1 transaction, since I have just completed one transaction here, right? So the other possibility was that I could have basically retained this stock and reached the state 31k. So hopefully the idea is clear to you, and let's just look at this much portion. Never go deep into the recursion, just look here. Among these two options, since initially you just have two possibilities, and since I'm a greedy guy, I would like to make the maximum profit, and so I'll be choosing the one whichever is the better option, right? And since I'm greedy, so I would like you guys to subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos, right? it really motivates me to make more and more content. Anyway, so let's define a DP state. बीच बीच में थोड़ी ऐड तो चलती है. So DPI and do I own a stock or not? So let's say I do not own a stock, and the maximum number of transactions that I could make, small k, right? So this represents what is the maximum profit I could make starting from day number I till the nth day, given that when I'm at the starting of the ith day, I do not own a stock, and I can make at most small k number of transactions in this particular range of days. So I have two possibilities, as we discussed. Either I buy a stock. If I buy a stock at the ith day, I will have a loss of PI, right? Because I'll be paying this much amount. Also, I'll reach the following state, and I'll reach the I+1th day with one stock in hand and still having k transactions possible. And for that, I would like to find out what is the best you could earn. So that is by definition DP of I+1, comma, you own a stock and you can still make k transactions. The other possibility is that you do not buy the stock, and in that case you would like to find out what is the best benefit you could make in this range, given that you do not own stock and you can make at most k transactions. So guys, that's it. And among these two, choose whichever is better. So max. And you can come up with a similar transition for DPI 1k also. So let's just implement this thing now. Hopefully this thing is clear, and with implementation your concept will be much more clear after that. So let's try implementing this. I have an integer k and integer n and this array. Let me define a recursive function that will help me solve the problem. And this will take the same parameters which we discussed, the day that I am currently at, day number I, and it will take whether I own a stock or not. So bool own, do I own a stock or not, 0 or 1, and what is the maximum number of transactions that I can make. Now also let's just pass the overall number of days here, and also the entire vector. This will give me the cost, so that is also important. And here I will simply say initially I am at day number 1, and so I'll be calling solve day number 1. What is the best benefit that I could get from day number 1 till day number n? And if I do not own a stock initially, and I can make at most k transactions, so that's the answer. I'll be returning that. This solve function will help me evaluate that answer. So I'm at day number I, and if also let's discuss a base case. So if the days are over, so I've reached n+1, so I've accessed all the days, so there is nothing I could do to earn any more profit, so return 0. Now consider two possibilities. Either I own a stock or I do not. So I have two possibilities. Let's implement that I do not own a stock first. So I have two options. One is that since I do not own a stock, I may buy a stock. So buying a stock means that I'm losing some money. So I can say A at I-1. What is the cost of the stock that I'm buying? Plus, what is the maximum benefit I could make from the state I+1, comma, I own a stock, and I can make k transactions, and the same dummy variables. Integer option 2 is that I do not buy the stock, in fact. Then if I do not buy the stock, then I reach day number I+1. Without a stock, I can still make k transactions, and this thing, array and n are passed as it is. Also guys, if your k is 0, that means you're not allowed to make any transaction, then also you can return a 0, right? Because you're not allowed to make any transactions, so there is no profit that you can ever make. And among these two options, you should be returning the larger one. So return max OP1, OP2. And similarly, if you own a stock, you will have similar recurrences. Let's discuss them too. So if I own a stock, I can sell it for the price, right? So I'll get this particular price, I will get to me. So that is why it is a positive quantity here. Plus I will go to the next state. I won't be next day, I won't be owning a stock. I can make k-1 transactions. because I just made one sell transaction. The other option is that I retain the stock, and that's it. So yeah, we are done. Although the complexity is exponential, but the code should work. So let's just try and run it, and we'll optimize it by adding dynamic programming to it. Too few arguments. Okay, I should pass A and N. Yeah, so it's passing, but if I submit the code, I'll get a TLE. So let me optimize that. Since currently the time complexity is 2 power n, I guess, or even worse. So let me optimize it by adding a simple dynamic programming table. I'll say this is the number of days here. So days can go up to 30, I guess. So 31. This will be own. So two values, either I own or not. And finally a K. And K can go up to 10, I guess. So let me put it as 11. Let me initialize this DP table to something that tells me these values are invalid, or I haven't solved these sub problems yet. Also guys, if you haven't checked out my DP playlist, make sure that you do check it out. It will really help you make your concepts clear for your hiring purposes, your interviews and stuff. So if this particular sub problem was solved previously, so DP at I, own and K, this is not equal to -1, so this means I've already solved it. Then I can simply return the answer, otherwise I need to solve it. So the space complexity becomes n into K, and the time complexity also becomes n into K through this dynamic programming table here. So we're done. Let me just try it out, and then I'll submit and check. Yeah, it's running. Let's submit. So guys, yeah, please do share and subscribe the channel. It really takes some hard work to make good quality videos, and it will be motivating if people watch these. So thanks for watching. I'll be adding more, and stay tuned.